What is up everyone, my name is Jasper and in today's video it's time for the last income report series of 2021. I'm currently in January of 2022, so that means that we're going to be looking back at December of 2021. Now December and Q4 in general are always times where it's a great time to be a blogger. Ad rates are just going up, affiliate sales are much higher than normal, and overall you will just see your income rise. So, safe to say, for me this was also the case. I'm really glad to say that December has been my highest earning month so far this year. So back in November I barely didn't reach the $2,000 mark, which I was really hoping to get. So I was hoping that maybe in December we could cross it. Now, little spoiler alert, I did actually manage to go over that. So the total earnings are about $2,300. And I'm super excited about that. That's the most I've made in the entirety of 2021. Now, I know that in January I'm in for a very steep drop-off because not only are ad rates going to plummet, affiliate sales will go down. And if you look at these Google Trends graphs, you can see that my niche is in its high season in November and December. So I'm also going to see a traffic drop. And when you combine all these three things, January and February are always rough for me. But as I said, let's now focus on something a lot more fun, and that is the high earnings of December. So if you've been following this series, you know that I have multiple websites. I currently have 6 websites. And 2 of them are in Dutch and the other 4 of them are in English. Now we are always starting off with the largest website, which is my English beauty site. And aside from making the most money this month, the English beauty site also had the largest number of page views this year. So we reached just over 54,000 page views, and that is, I believe, the highest it has been this year as well. Now back in January, when I was just still recovering from the core update, my traffic was actually a bit higher. Throughout the year it also dropped with another approximately 40%. But right now we are just over 54,000 page views, and that's a really solid number. Especially considering that I haven't really touched this site for 6 months or more. So I haven't really been doing anything, and yet still this site is running pretty smoothly. As for income, this website is monetized with both AdThrive for display ads and video ads and Amazon Associates. Now I do also have a few other affiliate networks on here, but ever since the core update hit me and my page views dropped, these other affiliate programs, they don't really bring in any more money. But when we look into the actual earnings, we always start with our ad income. And with AdThrive, I made just over $1,400. It is a little bit lower than last month, which I didn't really expect. I was expecting it more to be, well, basically the same. I always used to see the same numbers for ad income in November and December in the previous 2 years, but still, just over $1,400 is an amazing number to see. Now, on top of that, I made just shy of $280 with video ads, and this is actually up by quite a lot from last month. So in November, video ads were sitting at $235 if I'm correct, and we're now just under $280, so that's about $50 more, and that is great to see as well. I'm not really sure why the video ads are rising as much while the display ads are dropping a little bit, but I mean, I'm not complaining about a little bit more extra money. Now as for Amazon, this is where Amazon really starts to show its strength, and that is in Q4. Everybody's buying Christmas gifts, so you just need someone to click your link, because the way Amazon works is if someone clicks your link and then proceeds to buy a completely different product, and on top of that another 5 different products, you will still get a commission. So the thing with Amazon affiliates is that if you have a website, and in my case my website was really affiliate heavy, so there are a lot of links on there, so I used to get a lot of clicks. The thing is that all these clicks, they will eventually buy something in December, because December is such a sale focused, such a gift and present focused month. So all these clicks, and I just checked that basically all of them are for different products. I believe I tallied it up to 15 to 20% are products from my niche, and all the other 80% are just random products. So that's why I really like Amazon for certain months. Of course, there are way better alternatives. Amazon just keeps on cutting its commissions, and I don't think they're done yet. But right now, Amazon has been really rising a lot. In fact, it nearly doubled this month. So with Amazon US, I made just over $500, which is a lot more than I'm used to seeing this year. I typically see about $200, maybe $250 a month, and to see just over $500 this month, it's a great site. Now the same is true for my Amazon UK store, because I do have an Amazon US and an Amazon UK store. The UK one is also up by a lot. So usually this one brings in a few pounds here and there. usually not above 30. But this month it also doubled to just under 60 pounds. And 60 pounds is quite a lot of dollars because I believe the conversion is about 1.5 for pounds to dollars. It's just a nice number to see added on top. Now sadly my German Amazon store didn't make anything and I'm perfectly fine with it. I signed up for the German Amazon simply because I was getting 240,000 page views a month and I figured there must be some German or European people there. Now with the lower page view numbers, it's just like all the other affiliate programs that are on the site. There's just too little volume. But that is it for the English beauty site. As I said, I'm not working on it anymore and I don't plan on working on it in the future. But it had a great month and I can't say anything else than that I'm really happy about it. This is just a lot of money I can reinvest into other projects. It's just great to see. But now let's move into all of the other sites. So now let's move into the other websites and we always start with the Dutch version of the site we just discussed. So this is the Dutch beauty website and it's really just the same niche, the same topic, everything is the same. Now this website was started back in June of 2020. And ever since, I only published 22 articles. Now that really isn't a lot, but every single month it doesn't fail to bring in some extra income. Now usually this website doesn't bring in that much money, but just like the main English beauty website, this website is currently in its high season. So whereas it used to average around 1800 to maybe 2000 page views every single month, it currently did just over 4000 page views. And that's basically double from what it used to do. Now as of now, this website is only monetized with Zope Premium and it typically brings in about 20 to 25 extra dollars. But just like how the page view numbers doubled, the income also doubled. So in December it made just over $51. And that's the most I've seen this website make if we don't count last month. So November and December have been great for this website as well. Now aside from this Dutch site, I do also have another Dutch website and this one is in the boating niche. Now, unlike the other websites which are in its high season, boating of course is in its low season. Now everything boat related is of course something you do in the summer. And here in the Netherlands, the winters are really cold. Summers usually aren't the best either. But with this website, whenever I see high temperatures, I see high traffic numbers. And we're currently in December, in the middle of winter. I'm just not seeing that much. So at its peak, this website brought in about 10,000 page views. This month, it didn't even bring in 2,000 page views. We were stuck at 1950 page views, and that isn't really that much. But as I mentioned before, it's something I expected. We're in its lowest of low seasons for this niche. And I expect that in the coming months, when the temperatures start to rise and when we get into the summer, this website will once again see really nice page view numbers again. Now, just like the other Dutch website, this website really doesn't have many articles on there. I believe there are only 30 exactly on this website, and that just isn't enough to bring in tons of page views. Now, I am thinking about expanding these Dutch websites. Lately, my mind has really been on Dutch websites simply because the competition is just so low and it's so easy for me to write because, well, I'm Dutch. I can write a lot easier in Dutch than in English. And combine that with the low competition, I think that I can pump out a lot of content that will also rank on even more competitive topics. Even on topics that I wouldn't even try in English. So that has been on my mind, and of course naturally I'm also thinking about adding a bit of extra content on either of these two Dutch websites. Currently, for Q1 at least, the focus is going to be on my English websites, in particular the accessory website and the newest case study website. So this is something for in the future, but who knows, maybe sometime this year I am going to add a few extra articles to these websites. Now, as for all of the other English websites, I do have 3 more. And 2 of those are just over a year old, while the other one is only a month old. So let's start with the youngest one, which is of course the case study website. You can find a whole playlist of videos on my channel where I'm kind of building this website up gradually. I'm not revealing the niche or the domain, sadly, because I have way too many bad experiences with that in the past. But it does kind of show you the process of how I'm making a website. Now, I typically don't really expect to see much, if anything, for a website that's only a month old. But I did want to include it in this income report because I'm actually seeing a lot higher page view numbers than I'm used to for the very first month. Now, the thing is that I bulk published on this website, and I kind of did that as an experiment because I heard a lot of great things about it. And a lot of people were claiming that bulk publishing gets you out of the sandbox much faster. Now, ever since I started this website, there has been the trend of using Ace domains. And an Ace domain really got me curious as well. So probably the next website I am going to start, whenever I am going to start one, is going to be on an H domain. But for now, I'm trying to get out of the sandbox much faster by bulk publishing. And typically, I don't really see any page views. It's just a flat line for the first month. But this time it's different. I had just under 300 page views in the very first month, and that is a lot more than I'm used to. Now the weird thing is though that even though I do have 275 page views to be exact, I have massive indexing issues. Literally none of my articles can be found on Google. So that makes me wonder, how am I getting traffic? I'm not really sure. Now my guess is that these are searches from other search engines. So maybe Bing or DuckDuckGo. Maybe those engines are sending traffic and are indexing my articles. I'm not really sure what the matter is with Google, why it isn't indexing anything. I find it kind of weird to not index 70 articles. But who knows, maybe it just needs a little bit more time. Of course, it's a very young website. So maybe it just needs some more time. I am also working on interlinking all of these articles to make it as easy as possible to find every single one of my articles on the website. But really, so far I am kind of shocked to see how quickly this website has started to pick up, even though it isn't in Google yet. So, well, we'll have to wait and see what this website will bring in the future. There's no telling right now. Maybe it's just all bots. I don't know. There's no way to tell for sure. So let's now move on to the other two English websites, and this is where I'm most excited about. Now I have one in the consumptions niche and one on the accessory niche. And the consumption website is kind of following the same trend as the beauty sites, and it's currently in its high season. So when you look at the trends data, it's currently at the highest point of the year, and I am also seeing that back in my traffic levels. So this website, it hasn't been worked on in over a year, which is the main reason I am planning on selling this website, but more on that later. But currently it just reached its first 10,000 page views a month mark, and that's the first one for this website, and it's actually the first website that reached the 10,000 a month point ever since I got hit by the core update in December of 2020. So I am excited to see that it did hit the 10,000 mark, even though I am planning on selling it. It's just great and reassuring to see that I can still do it. But I just touched on why I want to sell this website, and that's simply because I haven't been working on it in over a year. It's yet another website that follows the same seasonal trends. So November and December are going to be amazing. January is going to be really bad. Now typically that doesn't really influence my decisions, but of course it does play a really small role. But really the main reason is that I'm not working on this website. It's just really a burden. It isn't even making any money yet. So this one is just going to be prepared for a hopefully a really nice exit. So what I'm going to do is I am currently working on integrating Ezoic on the website. I'm going to try and find a few nice affiliate networks to hook up to this website. And hopefully I can get this website to a solid income of maybe $100 or $200 a month. Now if we have $100 or $200 a month times a 40 times multiple, which is pretty common these days, that would make a really nice exit. And I think getting that big sum of money all at once is going to be amazing for just pouring and reinvesting in other projects. Currently, as I mentioned, I want to work on the accessory website and a news website, and having a cash injection of a few $1,000s just really propels that. So that just leaves the accessory website, which is the one I'm most excited about. And that is because it has been showing continuous growth. It has been doubling month over month over month. So in November it had 4,500 page views. We're now in December and it has 9,000 page views. Now I know that with the consumption website we are reaching the 10,000 because of seasonality. But I checked for this website, for this niche, and there really isn't that much seasonality at all. So this is just actual growth that I can expect to continue on growing in January. So seeing 9,000 page views is amazing to see, of course. I'm really happy about that. It is a slow grower, but I also have to keep in mind that this website only has about 62 articles, I believe. So looking back at the site, I see a lot of the early articles, they just suck. And I'm going to see if all of the older articles that are at least a year old, if they're ranking or not. If they don't rank, I might just go back and rewrite and update them and improve them to hopefully capture some rankings in the future again. But so far I have placed some orders with different writing services, and I onboarded a new writer who I'm super excited about. He has shown some great samples and I'm really excited to see what he will deliver for me. So there's a lot of content coming in. I believe I outsourced around 50 articles so far for this year alone. And that means that my accessory website and the news case study website are both going to receive a lot of updates. And I'm super excited about that. The goal for the first quarter is to average 30 articles a month, and those are going to be divided amongst these two websites. So the goal is to have both of these at 125 articles before the end of Q1, and then it's time to make a revised plan. It's probably going to include a more even split going towards the website that shows the most potential. So let's say the accessory website is showing even more growth. A lot of the articles will be poured into the accessory website. So maybe 70% of the articles are going to that site, with 30% of the articles going into the newest case study website. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble again. There are a lot of exciting things happening. I am super excited about December of 2021. It was my highest earning month of this year, and I am expecting a really big dip in January. But luckily this time I am prepared and I expect it. It isn't coming out of nowhere. Anyway, this is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.